The ABCs of Black History, written by Cortez, illustrated by Semmer. History is not the past, it is the present. We carry our history with us. We are our history. James Baldwin. A is for anthem, a banner of song that wraps us in hope, let us know we belong. We lift up our voices, lift them and sing. From stages and street corners, let freedom ring. B is for beautiful. I'm talking to you. Your voice, your height, your hair, your hue. B is for brave, for bright and for bold. For those who stood up, even when they were told to step back, stand down, remember their place. B is for brotherhood, for believing in grace. C is for community, where we live, laugh, and eat. And for church, where we worship, mourn, sing, and meet. Did you hear Reverend King preach on his dream of civil rights, human rights, a powerful theme? D is for diaspora, pulled from our homes. We were carried away in ships in the foam to Haiti, Cuba, America, Brazil. Our names are different, new, but still. We are connected. Then, now, forevermore, to that long ago, far away African shore. E is for explore, to study a place, like Matthew Henson, the Arctic, Mae Jemison, space. E is for education, for expanding the mind, like Ruby Bridges, Linda Brown, the Little Rock Nine. The first Black children in all white schools. They opened the doors and challenged the rules. F is for food, grown and farmed with our hands, worked and tilled and pulled from the land. For fried fish, ham hocks, warm buttermilk bread, or maybe the sharp taste of mustards instead. F is for folklore, by the light of the moon, for family, for freedom, for jumping the broom. G is for go, toward cities we were bound, for the great migration from country to town. From farming the land to the factory floor, we carried the blues on our backs, not much more. H is for Harlem, those big city streets. We walked and we danced to our own jazzy beat. When Lewis and Bessie and Duke owned the stage and Langston and Zora Neale Hurston the page. I is for imagine, invent, innovative. For all of the ways we are so creative. J is for Juneteenth. We were finally free, or so we hoped in this moment of glee. J is for Jouvert, when the drummers drum, from Trinidad, Grenada, and Haiti they come. K is for kin, our fathers and mothers, our ancestors, elders, our sisters and brothers. K is for Kwanzaa, which honors that bond. As Kabari Ghani, and we might respond, Umoja, unity, Kujichagulia, self-determination or believing in your own strength. Ujima, collective work and responsibility, or taking care of our kin. Ujamaa, cooperative economics, or working hard to create new businesses and support other businesses in the community. Nia, purpose. Kumba, creativity. Imani, faith. L is for love. L is for love. L is always for love. M is for march, for lifting our feet, taking the movement, the cause to the street. Black lives matter. Every breath, every dream, every thought, each idea, each impossible scheme. The might of our message is easy to hear. The drumbeat of hope is louder than fear. N is for newspapers. We started our own to tell our stories and let it be known. We deserved the front page. We deserved to be seen and to also be featured in slick magazines. O is for organize, for getting together, to sit in and boycott and make our lives better. Thank you, Fred Hampton. Thank you, Diane Nash, for not being afraid of the possible clash with police and people who shouted and teased Because of you, we can go where we please. P is for power. It's a part of our core. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it must roar. Like a panther. Isn't that right, Huey P? Power for the people like you and like me. And who do you think has more power than most? The president. Obama was the first to that post, but Shirley Chisholm, unbossed and unbought, came so much closer than most people thought a black woman could. Which goes to show, P is for possible. So glow on, child. Glow. Q is for queens. Behold and bow down. Shield your eyes from the shine of their crowns. R is for rise, to reach for the top, relentlessly striving, refusing to stop. Like ball players, boxers, and gymnasts who fly, sprinters and skaters who zoomed right on by, old records, old thinking, a sight to behold. They went for the win and grabbed for the gold. S is for scientists who charted the stars, studied the bees, took care of our hearts. For Benjamin Banneker, Patricia Bath, for Katherine Johnson's beautiful math. S is for soul, how sweet the sound, from the croon of Sam Cooke to the wail of James Brown. Brother Ray on the keys, Sister Tharp dressed in mink, and Queen Aretha saying, "You better think." T is for Tuskegee, an all-black school where students learned trades and toiled with tools. That's how we will rise, said Boss Booker T. Another smart man just didn't agree. W.E.B. Du Bois said, "Industry's fine, but I think it's better to work on your mind." They had different ideas, but here is what's true. In their own ways, they were thinking of you. U is for United States. This story is tough. The birth of a nation was deadly for us. We the people, in the land of the free, no one who was enslaved would agree. U is for unbroken, unshaken, unbound, like Harriet Tubman, who went underground, took back her freedom and freed hundreds more, some as a spy in the Great Civil War. But when the states were united again, the fight for our freedom and lives didn't end. So U is for unfinished, this American tale. With courage and strength, we will prevail. V is for vote. Do you know what that means? The freedom to pick and to choose as you please. The freedom to choose who makes the rules, who has the power, who gets the tools to make their lives better. That's why we fight. The freedom to vote is a true civil right. W is for writers whose wisdom and words bring life to worlds where our voices are heard. Rappers and poets and songwriters too, all those who spin from our point of view. X is for Malcolm, Malik El-Shabazz, known as Red Malcolm Little El-Hajj. By any means necessary, he insisted on change. Starting with X, he reclaimed his name. Y is for young, gifted, and black, like Lady Lorraine, who never looked back. She wrote of big dreams in rooms so small, it's hard to believe they were dreamed in at all. Lorraine and her work moved Nina Simone, so much that Nina made work of her own. Young, gifted, and black, a banner of song that wraps us in hope, lets us know we belong. Z is for zenith, the highest, the peak, the top of that mountain King said we would reach. He won't get there with us, but still we march on, rising, rising like the sun with the dawn.